Welcome back to another episode in our Sacramento Miners Relocation Fantasy Draft franchise. We just got done smoking on the division rival Dolphins in a win of 46-22. Everything was just going well, especially on offense, and there's not really much more to be said, but to go on to Week 11 against the Niners, who... Two things. Where the hell is my prospect spotlight? And the second thing, where the hell is my breakout? Of course, the Niners at 5-4. Looking okay. I don't know what their actual players look like, but they look okay. Very interesting, other than Aaron Donald, names for the players of the week. Guys that you wouldn't expect to be on the top of the list, like Davis Mills. He's been killing it. I'm pretty sure if I kind of guessed a projection based on when I last looked at his stats, I would actually say he's probably around 27 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. I don't understand how he's just him. Jared Goff did pretty well. Perriman with 2 interceptions for his slow speed, which is surprising. And then Aaron Donald. That's one of the greater performances literally of all time, let alone just player of the week. Backup tight end Alberto Kwe-Bunam is still out for one more week, but that is all right. We don't technically need him, but he obviously did add a boost to that tight end 2 spot, as Turner's good. He gets open, but he's just not as fast as Alberto. But looking at the offense, it looks pretty good. It's had a really good week last week, and see if we can continue to build on that. And then defense, Nick Bonita, dude. He's not been the greatest, because he's obviously still pretty low overall, but somehow managing to apply pressure and actually get a sack or two against some of the league's best tackles, which is just really surprising. But he's impressed. He's at 8.5 plus sacks now in the season, and should easily hit double digit without a doubt. Would be nice to get a breakout, though, before the season ends, because he could go from normal to superstar, which, we had Amari Barno go from normal to star, and that really didn't do much, but there's something a little bit more special about Nick Bonito, I think, and I'm really hoping he gets a breakout before then. But let's take a look at the Niners roster. Get a couple upgrades in, probably, and then head on into this game. They have a really high overall. See if they have any injuries, which, a big one. Quinnen Williams out for 4 weeks with a dislocated ankle. Obviously, as a bigger dude, that is going to cause a little more problems. So, I'm glad that he's sitting down currently, because I don't want to be sat down by him. Lamar Jackson, the starting quarterback of the Niners. Dalvin Cook, running back. Number 2, Kyrie Carmichael. What a cool name, and super fast. Wide receiver. What? Bro, cheating. How is this team this good? Tight end, Evan Ingram. Left tackle, young but solid. Left guard, one of the best in the league. Center's really good. Right guard's okay. Right tackle's solid. Left end's one of the best in the league with Will Anderson. Kalijah Kancey, maybe she'd be playing DT, but he's got the versatility. Looks great with 89 finesse. DTs aren't bad even without Quinnen Williams. So with him, oh my lord, Byron Young, super speedy on the outside spot, which... this is a 4-3, correct? Okay, he's maybe not the best fit, but he's okay. What is his name? Luakon, very fast. Spillane's fast, but Luakon's definitely the number one there. Ajabo, another pass rusher, so they kind of have that wrong. Look at the corners. How are they 5-4? This is probably the best team in the league, based on roster talent. Probably the best. That's crazy. They're almost a 90 overall. They're 11 overalls higher than us. This could be a crap fest for us, but we do know that they're going to go a lot underneath, a lot with the run game. So stop the inside run will be our focus, and then attacking them apparently is the pass game, which has opened up a little bit for us lately. Throw it medium is going to be the target, and should have a couple upgrades here with this weekly strategy stuff. I've been upgrading our coaches as well to focus on the XP training. We have the quarterback max, the wide receivers I think are max, and the running backs on 1 out of the 2 slots. So, we're getting that going as well. And we got 3 upgrades, all starters at least. So let's start with Jalen Naylor, I suppose. What do we want to do? Keep his scheme fit is not going to be a hard problem to do. Short route is the number 1 for sure, and then obviously release. I think slot is just the number 1 thing we need to deal with. So slot upgrade, which gives him 2 to short, which we wanted. Catch and traffic's all right, but release and short route is basically the number 1 thing for him, and really any of these players on our team. Catching's a problem for Kennedy. I think I'm going to continue to go physical, as that will give him release, will give him short stuff, and should give him catching. And not quite what I wanted, but 2 to catching's great, 1 expect catch is great, release okay, and then jumping +1, which I don't feel like he needs. 96 jumping now, but solid enough catching, especially with the +5 boost. Release is 82, but 85 with the release boost. He's getting there. He's getting there, and he's been really dependable lately. Maybe not the jump ball dependable, but outside of that, very dependable. Tyndall, his coverage sucks, but I do want to get his... Like, should I not just go 1 more run stopper, hopefully get to 70 block shed right here, and then just focus on pass? He got the zone coverage at least, but I need the damn block shed when I go run stopper. I need it. But yeah, last thing. We've had a little bit of success lately. I don't want people thinking that, I changed the sliders or anything like that. I don't really, care in the sense of, like, perception or whatever. But, yeah, I mean, I don't think that, the Madden season is gone so far that, like, we can't get another season, so I don't feel like, oh, I got to win a Super Bowl this year. Better cheat it to get there. If we win a Super Bowl here, we win a Super Bowl next season, we win back-to-back, or we win none, doesn't matter to me. I am playing this for the fun, and right now it's a lot of fun, and I enjoy the struggle. So last game was kind of like not welcomed. I actually wanted the struggle. Like this game, because they're so good, I want to struggle. So we'll see what happens. Of course, catching up to that Bills team, though, would be nice, as we're only 1 game back. But did we play them twice, actually? Okay, maybe the league is scripted. We play the Bills week 18. Could you imagine it comes down to that? Another perfect day for football, which in my mind means another boring day for football. I want earthquakes. I want rain. I want tornadoes, perhaps, if it's not too much to ask for. Of course, Tony House, not a bad performance last week at all. 2 touchdowns. Easily on par for 1,000 and double-digit touchdowns. However, injury concerns are a problem. And speaking of injury concerns, Dalvin Cook, one of those guys, obviously injured a lot, but seems healthy now. We'll see what happens. They have a really good team, dude. I don't understand how they landed the team they did. They must have been landing, like, the best players at each position at the very last possible moment. I mean, they're just so stacked. It's not even like they have really old players. Like, Slay is maybe probably a little old, but he's still going strong, and that's really it. Everyone else is just really good. Looking at their rush defense, allowing under 4 yards per carry is crazy, and they also have 19 sacks to show for it. And then if they're going to show the other side of it, if you want to, looking at our defense, 23 sacks, 11 interceptions, completion percentage 72%, but obviously it started way worse than that. So for it to continue to slowly drop down is improvement, it's progress, and that's really all we can ask for. We've definitely played better on defense in general, regardless of what the numbers say. And it looks like we're going to be kicking first. I mean, the reverse psychology of choosing to receive first but never getting the coin toss is kind of working. Kiazu kicking it deep. That logo in the middle looks a little faded now. It looks like, who is this? Oh my. That guy, I'm pretty sure he's like 6'3" with 89 speed, and he got to the 32-yard line, just barely stumbling forward. But with his jersey, like, fit, he looks like he's from the 70s, bro. What the hell transported him all the way here? Of course, looking at Lamar Jackson. Holy crap, 21 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, looking baller. Just under 2,000 yards, though, which is less than our quarterback, and our guy's a rookie. But it's a team that likes to run the ball a lot, and that kind of reflects it a little bit. Okay, we know they like to run the ball a little bit, so we're going to try to blitz early, but it is Lamar, so could cause some problems. Oh, we had to leave him. Oh, wow, okay, struck right over us. Number 7, I already forgot who the hell their receivers are. Who's number 17? Is that, Evan Ingram. I forgot his number changed. Tight ends wearing number 17. I hate the Chiefs. Jacoby Dean going against Dalvin out here. Oh my, McKenzie getting burned already. Getting 7 to Ridley. Underneath. Players in the backfield. Montgomery trying to work it. A lot of short stuff again. Outside. Gets there. And there goes Evan Ingram again. This time for 19 yards. Struggling early in the coverage game. And they haven't even run the ball. Once they start running the ball and we have to start getting close to the line of scrimmage like we are now, that's when things could really get ugly. Morris. Oh, Morris gets pushed off. A nice tackle there by Snead. Speaking of Dalvin Cook being injured, it seems like he actually has been. 355 yards, 6 touchdowns after having 75 or 74 yards and a touchdown last week. Tells you that he probably missed some time, which I'm glad that he's back in time for our game. Yay. This team is actually insane. The receivers, though, was Calvin Ridley, right? So who do they have Evan Ingram, Mike Williams, Calvin Ridley, and CeeDee Lamb. Seems fair. With Dalvin Cook and Lamar Jackson, by the way. Underneath, and that's not the underneath. I thought, oh my lord, Dalvin Cook breaking ankles, but gonna be short. 4th and 1. What do? They're gonna kick the field goal, which, I mean, if they took a page out of the book of our, book last week, I guess that field goals do matter. We got off to a 9-0 lead. They ended up getting a field goal back, but we were, already up. Got a touchdown, broke it open. And getting points, that's all that matters. And this ball is deep, but that don't matter because we're taking this back anyways. And we're going to try to break it. Break our chances of getting to the 25-yard line by a lot. To the 17-yard line. Not a great start for us, but here comes Fisher and company. Obviously, some ups and some downs, but overall, he has been mainly accurate, even if the interception total is a little higher than we'd like to see it at. So this is an RPO, but I'm really hoping we could throw this. And we probably could, but yeah, this is why I said I really hope we could throw this, because that was not looking good on the ground. But looking at House's numbers, not bad at all. Great last week as well. A lot of deep ends, but we do have Kennedy on the opposite of that. And there goes the tight end wide open. I mean, there's just nobody covering him. Gets hit hard, but slips off, gains 18. No RPO audible, so when you see this, you're basically stuck in it. Oh my. Good find, but once again, smacked up. Pretty early, this time by Fletcher Cox. Out route for Naylor. We've been kind of cooking with this. They cover it, though. And the backup tight end, Cole Turner, in behind the defense, fighting hard to the 37-yard line. Good find by the quarterback. Great throw. And is that a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck thing? I don't even remember what the hell those were called. Little wobbler, but I mean, it's on the money, right? You can't really ask for much more than that. Little read option. Going against a very elite edge rusher, though, so don't know if he's going to... Yeah, I don't trust it. Tony Howes is struggling here. Not his fault, but struggling. I seen the way they played that, all right? And there goes Dunn on the inside, gains about 7. Let me tell you, this is probably not going to go great here either. 3rd and 2, though, we're going to try. We've been gaining about 2 a play. And he's short, but unlike the Niners... I'm not playing it conservatively, and I'm glad the coach agrees. I mean, I am the coach. Stretch to the left against the weak side when you expect it to be a dive. Let's try it. Oh, Tony House. Holy crap, the guy shot through free, slips off, gets the first. That was close. Jeez. Misjudged the speed of Tony. I mean, I seen him, and I accelerated. What a play. Good thing Ajaba's more of a pass rusher instead of a coverage guy. He's still playing there, though. Kennedy. Oh, my. I have no idea how that ball has missed that badly. Like, I really don't know how you missed that badly with no pressure. I don't even know. And Tony House, I mean, he's breaking the tackle, kind of. Fletcher Cox injured now. DT's become a thin point for their offense. But breaking one tackle means nothing as we're just not getting the push for the blocks. I mean, there's just really nowhere to run. And there goes Dunn, and that one a little bit of pressure. Just talked about Fisher having a really good, accurate season and then just missing some big ones. We still tie up the game with a 38-yard field goal, but still, I mean, we were moving. We were looking unstoppable route running-wise. Just the throws were missed, and look it off the edge. Mr. Channing Tindall, a 4-yard loss for us on the read option. Kind of covered both. If it was a handoff, I felt like he had him. If it was keeper, we obviously know what happened. Impressive. Nick Bonito going against a decent left tackle. Not great. Oh, they're going to go with the motion, and CeeDee Lamb is going to go nowhere as Bishop this time. Another loss. Let's go with a little bit of coverage. Maybe a little debatable as, bringing a little bit of heat has kind of gotten us to where we are. Bringing the 4, bringing the 5. Let's see it, though. Stepping in late, in behind the defense, and you got to step up. Barely getting on Bishop. Nice hit. Brought 3. Pressure wasn't there, but the routes really weren't that deep, and we played contain. We're kind of weary of potential secondary routes and did the job. Gonna force the punt. See what Dunn can do on the return. Holy crap, this thing's gone. This punt is out of here. And Dunn I mean, it was smart to lose some yards as he ended up gaining more in the end. So to the 29-yard line, decent little return. Jalen Naylor across the field. Superstar corner against Kennedy. Kennedy's a big guy, though, so if I see something I like... Oh, that's a tough one. Just drops it. I mean, I don't know if he was afraid of... I think it was Slay, but he doesn't even try. You gotta try. All right, here we go with a run. There we go. Oh, caught last second, but still a gain of about 8. Inside zone, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like it. I really don't. Dunn is open, but I can't get that ball off quickly. And there we go. That works as long as House catches it, which he did. Trucks right over him for 7. And the second quarter. Buries the guy because he had momentum, but similar yardage, similar score. RPO look. I do actually like it because I think we can get out there, but we'll see. Kennedy was open. Wrong read. Wrong read, and Will Anderson just swallowed it. And yes, without context, that would sound insanely sus, but at least most of us are watching with our eyes. I mean, I think you have to. That is a really good throw, and Kennedy catches it, slips off, and scores. He is one of the best receivers in the league already. 59 yards going against, I believe, Darius Slay. The perfect throw. Again. I mean, the perfect throw. Holy. Slay wasn't even really that beat. It's just he was out-leveraged and outsized, and Kennedy took advantage with a perfect throw. It really helped a lot. Oh, we just missed hard. Huge hit on Dalvin. Gains about 7 or 8. That's what I don't understand. We're missing some really short throws, but some of these touch and lob throws have been absolute beauties by Fisher. And Chanel's going to get the sack. I mean, Lamar never seen it coming, and we take away the yards that they just gained. Press man. I mean, we really don't have the talent at corner to cover this many wide receivers, but, I mean, we're stuck. And inside, nice strip attempt, but a first down nonetheless. Yeah, I mean, that was tough. It was a tough beat. We're hoping the 4-man could get there, which obviously it didn't, but more importantly, coverage. Press didn't really work out too well. And underneath, oh, switches the wrong guy, thankfully. Good tackle by McKenzie. Perfect accuracy from Lamar, but obviously not really taking shots downfield, not really forcing the issue, not throwing one in there when he needs to. And ultimately, the score is still 10-3, so they haven't really scored much yet. Obviously, you got to say yet because they have a chance. Dean with a nice hit. First down to the short throw underneath. No separation for this offensive line and this D-line. I mean, O-line for them is holding up nicely. Got a couple of, like, slip-ins, but that's about it. That's what she said. Montgomery forcing it. Oh, my. Try to tackle him, and that's a touchdown for CeeDee Lamb. Finally got the pressure, but on the run, Lamar throws a dot to CeeDee Lamb, who beats the defense and ties the game up. I mean, look at that throw. Beautiful. Obviously, the margin of error was, it's pretty large. He got a lot of room to throw there, and he did kind of underthrow him slightly, but it's a great play. Good find. Probably could have lined the dive up a little bit better, but it is what it is. 10-all against one of the best rosters in the league. You got to cut it back. Nice find. Ooh, don't fumble. Number 59 turned around very quickly there. Thought it was a great cutback. Found a little lane. Fortunately, they did not think so. They're like, oh, yeah, great cutback right into my hands. Running to the left, and we got some room for Tony House. Slips off, gains about 20. Look at him fight. That's the Tony House we know and love. Good job. Trap play. Oh, this play action not looking bad, especially Kennedy going against one of their lesser corners. I can't. And look at Will Anderson. First, I thought it was a late hold. I was like, there's no way they're calling roughing the passer, which, of course, they did pick up the flag, but like that is, oh, okay, they're just not gonna engage us. 14 yards on what could have been so much more if we weren't embracing for a hit that never came. Run game has opened up a little bit here, and we got no choice but to run forward. Gets about 3 though. It's fine. Good effort. I mean, the rush numbers for him have obviously looked a lot better in this this drive. Quick throw to Kennedy. We'll see. Got to have that strong arm. Gains about 4, which, I mean, makes it a 3rd and 3 manageable. Closer field goal range as well. I feel like I've kind of learned my lesson, so I kind of want to run the ball here. And the guard doesn't really do a whole lot. Usually on 3rd and short in this field goal situation, we end up, like, going for a pass, getting sacked, and then we blow the drive. I think that was a smart call. 4th and 1, manageable. Dunn. Hit the throw. Dunn could score. Dunn's got speed. Tries the juke move down to the 1. What a play. Slants worked. Great blocking. Definitely helps when your receiver burns very quickly. I kind of want to give Dunn the passing touchdown. And just in general, I like it. Oh, crap. Good catch by Dunn. Actually going to lose a yard, though. The way the press was played there, I just didn't trust throwing it out there. Let's go with a wham play. I don't know if I believe in this. Nice wham at the goal line. Not bad. Obviously needed that interior block and got there. Tony House, another touchdown on his career. Obviously in the game, passing touchdown. Big one to Kennedy, which was beautiful. Benito pushing the effort. Oh, my. Pushing the issue inside there. Niners are starting to cook up as well. Gains about 17 on the first play. Morris, bull rush, doing a little bit. Kind of thrown behind him. Mike Williams taking a pop there, but Mike Williams is cooking early in this drive. 2-minute warning. This is a really good opportunity for them to tie the game up right before half. We do get the ball back, so at half, I'm not really too worried about it, but it would be nice to build up a little lead against, once again, one of the better rosters in the league, maybe the best one. Quick throw to the outside. A little crazy. What the hell was that? I don't even know what I just seen, but Calvin Ridley got a little too crazy. 3rd and 2. Benito, running back, looks open. And there he is. Dependable. Tough to cover one-on-one. Did he not go to bounds? Okay, I was not expecting that. Oh, I thought that was a perfect swat. Can't catch him. That's a touchdown. Oh. And he's in anyways. Wow. Okay, that might help us, though. As long as we don't turn the ball over, we might have another chance to score before half. I did not expect to be quick hiked like that because I thought he went out of bounds, but I guess not. I really wonder how close that swat was. The timing was literally perfect. Just missed it by where he was on the field. Might have barely got over anyways. Tight end angle. Kennedy going against what appears to be a lesser corner. Could be Sauce, though. He might just not be Superstar. It's not Sauce. That could be a hold. Might be a late hit, though. It's a late hit on the quarterback. We will be accepting that as, somebody definitely got in there late. I'm not really sure what this guy's doing here. Not only just, takes him down late, but, he twists him down late. So it's like he was actively making a bad decision. Here goes Turner. Maybe could have went out of bounds, but I also kind of want the clock to go. I'm not like them, and I'm just desperate for a score. I'm also thinking of the long game, which is obviously making sure that they don't get the ball back before half here, which, is quite literally what happened to them. And there goes Fisher. Gets the block, slides for 9. Perfect escape. That was literally perfect. I don't like pausing it, but tell me this wasn't smooth. Literally got away at the perfect time. Will Anderson's catching the edge, and then 92 slips away, bumps, and barely misses us. That's just great. That's just perfect. Let's see what we can do with this. About to get hit, so done. Let's actually, I guess let's not spike it. It's going to spike it, but I guess not. Kennedy going against what would assume to be a decent DB. And that is a touchdown. Kennedy in behind the defense. They let him go. No safety help. Touchdown Kennedy again. Beautiful throw. Great route. And I'm telling you, that release is starting to get there. It's getting there. Kind of crazy what you can get up to when you have a good quarterback and a receiver that can actually get a good release off the line. All right. All right. Really, fellas? Lamar just ran it for 40 to the 32, giving him a field goal. You've got to be kidding me. We can't have that happen, fellas. And the field goal's up and good as expected. 2 seconds left. Goodwin is solid, so if they give us a decent chance, I'll probably take it. If not, it's a stat pad attempt to make some crazy miracle play happen. And they will force us to return it, actually, which is really debatable. Try to do something crazy. Didn't really work out. Either way, a 4-point lead with ball at half. Not a bad start against, once again, one of the better teams in the league in their home. Let's take a look at the numbers, though. I'm kind of curious. So, passing yards exactly the same. Rushing yards almost exactly the same. Amount of plays are very similar. You know, the score is obviously very similar. This is a really even game. But I am also surprised by the lack of running for the Niners. I mean, they're a team that obviously runs the ball a lot, and they're like, you know what? We're not going to do that today. Neal, oh my, that is not a good return at all. Kind of ran away from the block. Neal's really there to be a blocker because he's pretty big, but he's got a little bit of speed. He's okay. And we are going to change this look. Going to go with the counter. Not going to do that now. Outside, perfect throw, actually. Dunn slips it for 9. On that look, you need that ball led up. I really don't like the way this look has gone for us, but in theory, you get some blocks and you're kind of cooking. Trucked over Sauce to the 42. First down. Read option. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Not only is it not a good gainer, but it's also going to be a holding. Drive derailer. I'm going to go with verticals. The play I wanted, they wouldn't let me have because we've already run it similarly. Or recently, I should say. Uh-oh. And then we're not going to get out there. I hate when that happens. Oh, man. Ugly interception because we get hit as we're throwing. Kennedy breaks open, and of course. I think my other problem, though, is that I'm not choosing run plays. I'm choosing pass plays I like, and if the run audible's good, I play it because I'm just a passer at heart, and I just think that's the best way to win games. But we got to start looking for runs that are actually good and just, you know, working with it. Gotta be honest with you here. I'm not really sure they're covering the tight end. Oh, my. Almost picked. I don't know why he ran it that way. I know it was kind of an interior run or throw after the fact, or route after the fact, but he kind of went to it early instead of going vertical and then cutting in. He gained 2 on what looked like it was going to be so much more. Streak for Cody. Out route for Dunn. There we go. Nice step up. Got a little antsy, was about to take off, and just stood tough after a little step up. Kennedy for the first down. Kennedy's cooking. Can't lie. I mean, this run just looks like crap. I mean, it just looks like crap, and I still run it. Right under center. Double move from our boy Kennedy. Out route for Naylor looks nice. There goes the tight end. Missed the throw. Kennedy at least distracting the DB enough, because if the DB was sitting on that route, he might have been able to get under that throw and catch it for a pick. House streak. In some trouble and couldn't get it out to Cody, and I don't know why he even threw to the damn wide, underneath wide receiver. Could have just taken the sack. If not thrown to Cody, who would have actually gotten the first down. But yeah, that pressure is there. Look at that wobbler. Amazing punt from Evans. So will lead us to the 8-yard line. Still not running the ball. Oh, wow. We can't see the ball anymore. Nice. That is a problem. Glad the AI had that because I'm sure that's something that affects them. Ooh, this is bad. No! There goes Lamar, and he cuts inside, and he's still going. He's so freaking elusive. It's insane. He's actually ridiculous. Like, that little cutback inside was just filth. Dean, free sack. There you go. We bring the 5, and then if we're covering with the 6 on the running back and we see it's a deep play-action look, usually can get away with just rushing in if you have the look. One play, Tyndall. Good fight. 5-yard gainer. They're up by 3 in field goal range, but if we can just hold them to that field goal, that's all right. We can live with it. Tyndall inside. For this screen, we got to get over there. Deep in, the running back's open, but I got to leave it. That's the reason we got to leave it. Oh, nice hit. Gains 3, but that will be a field goal. Stop. Bend don't breaks, all right. From the 32-yard line, the field goal for 49 is up and good, giving them the 6-point lead. Our momentum is absolutely gone, but the game is obviously still intact. Just got to get a scoring drive here, even if it's just 3. That defense, which, I mean, on paper looked really good, definitely tightening up, and now with their... I don't know where the hell the ball is because of the damn indicator, but with their abilities, their momentum, this is going to become a problem. Right, inside zone for Tony House. And, I mean, he does it all. Tony House literally did that whole play on his own. Literally no help. Insta-shed. You've got to be kidding me. All right, play action. Tight end roaming. Tight end's got to catch it. Does it. There you go. First down and then some. 11-yarder. Good throw with Will Anderson right in your face. Oh, I thought he hit him late. He just kind of gave him a little scare. All right, they're stacking up again, so we're going to go with the play action, or the pass. Catch that. Drops it. Oh, my. Try to go for a secure catch, too, and he just drops it anyways. Yeah, I didn't go for a rack or anything like that. I couldn't even point to Iraq on the map. Done. Nice throw. Oh, stiff arm. Number one on number one there. Done looking nice on the after the catch play. That is nice. That is beautiful. 5 wide, double move inside for the tight end. And we don't really have much time. Done. Picking up the block. Skirting to the right. Gets the first down. That was nice. Once again, Will Anderson cooking up. I can't double him, though, because it's not like he's the only one cooking. The other side has been pretty close, too. The interior specifically, number 92, has been all over it. Let's go to the left, and not really going to get help. Just going to have to bury your shoulder into him. Lost a yard on it. It's just not the running type of day, apparently. Little motion slant. House catches okay in the open field. Just when he's sitting there waiting for the ball, he's really bad. In some trouble. Dunn will catch it again. He's been very dependable this drive. Gets a good chunk to allow it to be a manageable play here as we're heading into the fourth. Naylor, quick look. I don't know if I like this, though. I'll do it. There goes Naylor, wide open over the middle. Tries to cut it, gets to the 10. Maybe should try to get inside a little more, but fourth quarter start. Down by 6. Could take the lead back with a touchdown on this drive. Outside run with Kennedy on the RPO. And we actually get the edge a little bit. Gains about 4. It's all right. If only he got there a little faster, would have had it. But obviously got caught from behind, so couldn't really truck cleanly one-on-one. Gets a little bit of help and another 2 or 3. Strong toss away from the tackle, but it is Evans. He's got speed. And the fullback! Nice! Zach Evans comes in at the perfect time, and we will take the lead. Look at that speed. Just burned him. Good job by the fullback, though. He was crucial. It is mind games, though. You see the running back that's a little bit faster, not that much, than House come in on third down. Is it a run? Is it a bait out? Are they trying to make you think it's a run? Because they're like, oh, maybe they're going to try to outrun you. Makes you think. Definitely makes you think. Whereas if you're under center with the House, after 2 straight runs, you're thinking, okay, this could be another straight run. Trying to just bully their way in. Oh, my. Oh, no. Oh, my. Hit him! Of course, he breaks multiple tackles. I mean, even though it's already the fourth quarter, I guess it's never too late to adjust. Been burned way too much on that read option not to change it now. It just hasn't really become that much of a problem. They run it like every once in a while, but gaining way too many yards, you kind of have to. Tyndall, nice hit. Loss of 2. In field goal range-ish. If they're able to get a first down here, they will be able to regain the lead more than likely. So this is where the line stands, boys. Hold the line. Dean can't get out there, but Tyndall thankfully can, who's having an amazing game. Joel Batonio is injured, and that should help us. Running the DB blitz. Tyndall, who has been amazing, will be in coverage, kind of, against number 10. CeeDee Lamb. Gonna have to leave it. Lamar. No way, McCollum! I was like, no way he's going to get this thing off. Way, way, way too far of a throw, and the cut back from McCollum to intercept it was beautiful. Beautiful. Start the run, see if we can actually get the run going. Oh, lost too much momentum changing directions. Pre-play, I really liked it going left, and then I was like, oh, left is not as open as right. And speaking of the same, House fighting hard with 92's help, gets the first. Not a pretty game on the ground, but, I mean, on par to potentially get to 100 yet again. Not easy out here being a Tony House, let me tell you. Blocks are usually pretty bad. Although right there, oh, we sold kind of. Didn't trust it, went with the stiff arm. Blocks were pretty decent there. They were a little late, but they did enough, and we just kind of didn't trust them, which, I mean, have you watched the game today? And that's a little overthrown. Oh, Kennedy! What a catch! Definitely a little riskier than it needs to be when you're leading and with only 5 minutes left, but once again, Will Anderson cooking up. Look at that play. I mean, that's crazy. Yeah, that's a bit of a catch you got there. It's not bad. Kennedy has been cooking. Oh, hold. I'm just glad we didn't see Burks as the #1 wide receiver because Burks wasn't doing any of this. He was never going to do any of this. He wasn't doing any of this. It's night and day between having a true 1 versus whatever Burks was. And there goes Kennedy. I mean, he just looks so good out there. Our right guard, Perkins, is injured, which is not good. He's been pretty dependable and pretty healthy over the last few weeks, but definitely not right now. Trusting the run. I mean, I guess as long as you don't get sacked, on the drive, it's not a bad play, and obviously we gained 3. Can't get sacked on a run, so we were just talking about that, and I think that was a good decision. Dunn on the little RPO look. They're not on it, and the block is good enough. Dunn will get the first down. Good job. Bruce Stern for Perkins, that's all right. Shatley comes in, who we obviously love a lot, so we don't mind having Shatley as the starter right now. Can we get to 100 rushing yards on the game, though, is the question, as Tony House gains 3 on a freaking hard fight yet again. Will Anderson, you got to assume that he's just going to read it every time, but we'll see. Hopefully the right tackle doesn't get to him, and we will hand it off. Tony House gets about 2 or 3, fighting hard again. Halfback draw, do we trust it? Inside zone's not really going to be viable here. And a bit of a high snap. No help. Tony House gets 100 and the first down. Clock continues to move. So do we. No such thing unless we go for 2 as winning the game on this drive, but we can put it in a really good spot. Tony House gains about 7. Almost 30 rushes. Over 400 yards allowed. Almost 450. Fake sweep. Handoff to House. And they don't care about fakes. They just run up right against you every time. All right, conservativeness out the window. Let's see if we can get this freaking touchdown. Risky, but we'll see. In some trouble, and yeah, we're going to have to just throw that to the ground pretty much. Pretty good job of the Niners there right at the goal line, but hit the field goal, and we'll try to hold on to a 4-point lead against a very tough team. 2 minutes left, 2 timeouts. Niners can end our win streak. And they're going to start off with a run, which, oh my God, we got buried. They gained 8. I mean, the clock. 5 rushes for Dalvin Cook. They did not run the ball this game. That is crazy. Oh my, that's a really good throw. Nice hit, but really good throw. They have timeouts, but they're electing not to use them. This is how they got that big touchdown on us last time, though. Catching us completely off guard. Huge tackle inside. Maybe call a timeout? Not yet. Still not calling a timeout. I mean, there's not really much we could do there. Good hit by McKenzie. That would be a timeout in my opinion. Or not. Manned up. I mean, that's just a really bad play. That's just going to get you nothing. There you go. All right, let's go with the blitz. All right, we're pretty good. Let's go inside. And right into the rush. Nakobe Dean with the sack. And they are pretty much forced to call the timeout. I would assume we want something with, like, deep man coverage. 20 seconds left is not a lot of time. And Lamar is going to take off and knock it out of bounds. But luckily for him, we have an injured player. I don't know how he doesn't get out of bounds in general anyways, but injured player, and that throw, if that's completed, literally loses them the game. 3-man deep from the 21-yard line is very odd behavior, but I guess I agree. I don't know. I guess. It is just straight up streaks. If he catches it. He caught it! Evan Ingram! No way! He actually caught it. There is zero way. Stupid forearm in his head. Look at... Bro, how did we not swat this? There's zero chance that that just happened. 1 second remaining. I mean, there's not really much we can do. There's really not much we can do. I guess Goodwin will be the guy. And don't get the blocks. We lose in a heartbreaking but epic fashion. That is ridiculous, dude. A Hail Mary from the 21-yard line, but in general, with all of that traffic, he holds on. That's nuts. That's crazy. Looking at the numbers, their completion percentage was through the roof, but obviously they didn't really take many shots. Numbers are very even. It's just we didn't score as much as we needed to and lose the game right at the end. I mean, that's just luck, in fairness, but wow. Is that the punter acting all tough? Like, what? Both quarterbacks were pretty solid, in fairness. Lamar was actually insane. That completion percentage has re-jumped up for them. Lamar is easily MVP of the week, right? I mean, 400 yards pretty much. No, over 400 total yards. 3 touchdowns. Tony House, yards per carry sucked, but a lot of battling and a lot of first downs barely gained. Receiving Dunn was solid. Kennedy was amazing. Cody, who's usually good for 60, only 18 yards in this one. Not his normal self. Sack totals, Nakobe Dean with 2, Leo Chanel with 1. No base pressure wins. McCollum with a pick, Spillane with a pick 6, which was super unfortunate. I mean, that was really what brought them back into the game. I mean, we looked like we were going to kind of maybe start to walk away with it, and then that moment happened. As you could see the scoring summary itself, that's where it happened. They don't have the chart, but that start of that third quarter was big. Second quarter in general was a lot of scoring, though. Look at that. 38 points in the second quarter for both teams combined, but that is a super heartbreaker. We didn't necessarily need it, but, you know, it sets us back a little bit. That's a hell of a game, though. That is insane. I can't believe Lamar didn't go out of bounds on his own, though. It was just the easiest thing in the world, and he got so bailed out by the injury, which, of course, isn't even long-term because, I mean, the only injury we have is Albert O, who's coming back next week. That's a bit of pain, but 6-4, it was, I mean, one of the best teams in the league, in fairness. Even if the Bills win, we're still really close to them. I imagine at some point we'll regain that 1 win deficit, and as the script allows it, it'll end up going down to that final Week 18 game against Buffalo, and boy, I can't remember if we played at home first or not, but I really hope we did, because if it's a snow game, even though that'll benefit them, I mean, talk about epic. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this one, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, really appreciate your continued support on the channel. Maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel PKR Plays for non-Madden content. Should have seen one yesterday, and that is about it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully come back for next video, but until next video,